Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to receive important financial updates faster than anybody else. Friends, welcome to another video on your channel Profit Equities. In this video, we'll be talking about 7 stocks which Porinju Veliyath believes will benefit from India's upcoming multi-year rally. Now friends, we have recently started offering channel memberships which are like sponsors, and these members will be entitled to member-only live streams, exclusive videos, dedicated community posts, watching videos 15 minutes earlier than all other non-members, and also shoutouts on our video. They will also have the privilege of contacting us anytime that they so desire. Now, to become a member, please go to the bottom of the screen, click on the join button and follow the steps. Now, a big shout out to the first member on our channel, who is Sanjeev Barua, and we would like to thank him wholeheartedly for his support. Please watch this video to know more about these 7 stocks from Porinju Veliyath. Now the first stock on the list is NIIT Limited, which is available at ₹90.05 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is NIIT Ltd. Now NIIT Limited is a skills and talent development company. The company operates through the learning business segment. It offers multidisciplinary learning management and training delivery solutions to corporations, institutions and individuals. Its geographical segments include India, America, Europe and Asia Pacific. Its lines of business include corporate learning group, skills and career group and school learning group. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has not been on any runaway rally and has been on a slow downtrend. The company is a small cap with a market capitalization of 1507.69 crores. The EPS of 1.76 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 51.16, which appears expensive when viewed standalone, but however, when viewed in conjunction with its industry PE, this still appears cheap. The company has a price to book ratio of 1.90, which is on the cheaper side. The company now pay out any dividends, whereas the promoter holding is a below average figure and stands at 31.60%. Also, none of the promoters holding is placed. The 52-week high is 124.80, whereas the 52-week low for the stock stands at 60.60. Now the second stock which Porinju Veliyath talked about on the interview is Orient Cement Limited, which is available at ₹88 and the face value for it is 1. The symbol for it is ORIENTCEM. Now Orient Cement Limited is an India-based company engaged in the manufacturing and sales of cement. The company is part of the CK Birla Group. The company's manufacturing facilities are located at Devapur in Telangana, Jalgaon in Maharashtra and Chittapur in Karnataka. The cement production capacity of the Devapur plant is approximately 3 metric tons per annum. The company operates a clinker grinding plant in Jalgaon, Maharashtra of approximately 2 metric tons per annum cement production capacity. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has also been an underperformer and has been on a consistent downtrend for the majority of the year. The company has a market capitalization of 1802.85 crores, which translates into a small cap market capitalization. The EPS and price to earnings ratio are not applicable here as the company is in the process of making losses, whereas the price to book ratio of 1.76 is reasonable. The company has a dividend yield of 0.85%, whereas the promoter holding for this company is a below average figure and stands at 37.37%. Also, 2.83% of the holding is placed. The 52-week high for the company stands at 152, whereas the 52-week low is a figure of 62.15. Now the third stock on the list is ICICI Bank Limited, which is available at ₹391.80 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is ICICI BANK. Now ICICI Bank Limited is a banking company engaged in providing a range of banking and financial services, including commercial banking, retail banking, project and corporate finance, working capital finance, insurance, venture capital and private equity, investment banking, treasury products and services. The bank's business segments are retail banking, wholesale banking, treasury, other banking, life insurance, general insurance and others. It has a network of approximately 18,210 branches and automated teller machines. The bank has approximately 110 touch banking branches across over 30 cities. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has been on a beautiful uptrend for the majority of the year. The market cap of the company is 2,52,484.30 crores, which means that it's a large cap. The EPS of 5.30 translates into an expensive price to earnings ratio of 73.92 when compared with the industry PE of 37.14. The price to book ratio of 2.47 is also slightly high for a banking company. The company has a dividend yield of 0.38%, whereas the original promoters of the company do not hold any stake. The 52-week high for the company is 400.95, whereas the 52-week low is 256.50. Now friends, it's imperative to remember that most of the banks are coming off a very bad time and are just turning around. Now the next stock on the list is Axis Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 757.05 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is AXISBANK. Now Axis Bank Limited provides a suite of corporate and retail banking products. The bank segments include treasury, retail banking, corporate and wholesale banking, and also other banking business. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has been on a beautiful uptrend throughout the entire year and a lot of wealth has been created here. Recently, this stock was also put forward by Basant Maheshwari as the only stock he would consider above 11,000 levels of Nifty. Now, the market cap of the company is 1,94,666.71 crores, which means that the company is a large cap one. The EPS of 3.82 translates into a very expensive price to earnings ratio of 198.18 when compared with the industry PE of 37.14. The price to book ratio of 3.07 is also on the higher side. The company has a dividend yield of 0, whereas the promoter holding is a below average figure and stands at 23.05%. Also, none of the promoters holding is pledged. The 52-week high is 767, whereas the 52-week low for the stock is 481.25. Now the current market price indicates that this stock is trading at almost its 52-week high even in a market which has not been so conducive. Now the next stock on the list is State Bank of India Limited, which is available at Rs 298.05 and the face value for it is 1. The symbol for it is SBIN. Now State Bank of India provides a range of products and services to personal, commercial enterprises, large corporates, public bodies and institutional customers. Its geographical segments include domestic operations and foreign operations. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, for the first few months of the year, the company was on an uptrend, but since then has been choppy. The market cap of the company is 2,65,998.05 crores, which means that this company is a large cap one. The EPS and price to earnings ratio are not applicable here as the company is not yet making any profits. The book value of this particular company is 217.69, which translates into a price to book ratio of 1.37, which is not wildly expensive. The company has a debt to equity of 1.6441, whereas the return on equity of this particular company is a negative number of minus 0.0282. The company does not pay out any dividends and the promoter holding for this company is an above average figure of 58.53%. Also, none of the promoters holding is pledged. The 52-week high for the stock is 326.40, whereas the 52-week low is 232.35. Now the sixth stock on the list is the Federal Bank Limited, which is available at 90.45 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is FEDERALBNK. Now the Federal Bank Limited is a banking company which operates through 4 segments that are treasury, corporate or wholesale banking, retail banking and other banking operations. It offers various account and deposits, loans, cards, banking services and insurance and investments. It operates over 1250 branches and over 1520 automatic teller machines. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, this company has been choppy and no major wealth has been created here. The market cap of the company is 17,952.00 crores, which means that this company is a mid-cap one. The company has an EPS of 5.08, which means that this is available at a price to earnings ratio of 17.81, which is much cheaper when compared with the industry PE of 37.14. The price to book ratio of 1.47 is also on the cheaper side. The company has a dividend yield of 1.11%, whereas none of the original promoters of the company hold any stake. The 52-week high for the stock is 105, whereas the 52-week low is 67.05. Now, imperative to state here that this stock also enjoys pride of place in Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's stock portfolio. Now, the final stock on the list is Bank of Baroda, which is available at Rs 120.10 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is BANKBARODA. Now, Bank of Baroda is engaged in providing various services such as personal banking, corporate banking, international banking, small and medium enterprise banking, rural banking, non-resident Indian services, and treasury services. The bank segments include treasury, corporate and wholesale banking, retail banking, and other banking operations. The company is a large cap with a market capitalization of 31,772.65 crores. The earnings per share and the price to earnings ratio are not applicable here as the company is not yet making any profits. It's for the same reason that this company does not pay out any dividends. The company has a book value of 164.03, which translates into a price to book ratio of 0.73, which is very cheap. The debt to equity here is 1.3929, whereas the return on equity is minus 0.0421 on account of it making losses. Now the company has a very strong promoter holding percent of 63.74 and none of the original promoters holding is pledged. The 52-week high is 157.50, whereas the 52-week low is 91. Now friends, please don't consider these to be recommendations on our part. Please go ahead and do your own research. This and all other content that you see on our channel is intended to be a piece of news. Thanks for watching, and if you have not yet subscribed to this channel or become its members, please join us to become channel members. Have a great day ahead.